What is beat? What is beat? He asked me what beat was, so I told him, beat is not a what. Beat is not a what. It's jazz blues crying out on a night of moody stars over the city never sleeps. It's a struggle of hard bones and empty bottles. It's dreams left sleeping by the click-clack railroad tracks, and dreams waking on the beach with the taste of last night's drunk still in your mouth. It's calling out your lover's name so loud that it shakes the sky to brightness, then moves through the day with fierce determination. It's living present and feeling the perception that there will not be another day like this ever. It's balancing feathers and driving around the world with a stereo blasting through the interstellar air. Its blades spinning through the psychedelic movements of wind, powering the lights at the end of the world. Beat is when someone takes all you have and disappears into a fog of missing possibilities and leaves you there crying at a table set for one. Beat is when you don't care anymore that you are beat, and you just lean forward and listen to the flapping of your shoes on the hot asphalt of a slow-boiling summer's day. Beat is yow, man. Beat is yow, man. Beat is yow, man. Cool, cool, cool. It's beat children struggling to save a beat planet from plastic bags roiling in a radiated sea. Beat is beat down. Beat is beat up. Beat is life. Beat up. It eats into you like a hungry worm, breaks over you in waves of spent notes spilling wildly from some musician's pinched-lipped horn and wraps around you like a hot-smoke woman on a cool, warm night. Beat is a long, slow cry of distant train whistles in the middle of a long, dark dream. It's knowing that you're standing on a path where one journey ends and another one begins. Beat is watching the vapor trails of airplanes crisscrossing the sky and knowing that you'll be somewhere else when tomorrow burns a new experience inside you. It's tapping shoes and nodding heads, and wild screams when you can't contain the joy that's inside of you. It moves your feet, propels you across the floor, and throws you into the arms of a pretty girl, while a musician on stage is smiling because he feels it too. So he starts pounding the piano so hard that the sound is flying out through the electric air as a drummer taps his hi-hat of unexplored possibilities. Beat is finding the rhythm in the poem. Beat is life, man. Beat is life. Beat is life, man. Beat is life. Beat is life, man. Beat is life. Beat is life, man. Beat is life, man. Beat is life.
A 1972 tattoo, Shiva Blue. I've lost my longing piece for you. It feels good, ascending to the burn-off point. A wild Mustang's mountainside ride down, Nawahatul prayer, absolute absolvement. In the shadows of Victorian sideshow, rowdy tramps gather the light. The angry and the arrogant, do me a favor, won't ya? I never started out trying to say anything. We enter worlds. It's little better than a bullshitty mind-seeking adventure hokum, preferring sex and drugs, grit and grime, time, travel, road-weary warrior stories, setting off cock pistols in the desert, an ambient circus racooter tune, till the carry-on time comes. Blood on their lips as you search the sweet grass for reminders. A locket of photos and feathers. Sleeping on a stone bed decorated with flowers, waiting for the pilgrims to kneel at your frail feet. Dutch treat, cinnamon girl, Amsterdam secrets. There's a harbor of swaying red-lipped hip ships in tomorrow's window front. The one who walks with stars. Canalizing into tales, I tire of the dark stories, mine most of all. Backstage lights, high as a kite, we gather our gang in our ecstasy, doling out turquoise beads under shroud of antique batik, electric blue leather duster sweep, pointed corner polyester. Huddled voices raise their chins, singing out, "Wait a minute, Chester."
Earth Report 2022. Heat advisory, fire danger, air quality alert, a new strain of virus killing the innocent, monkeypox striking the intimate, World War III in progress, politicians trading liberty and empathy for riches as houseless numbers grow, weapons of war killing civilians anyone can buy out of the trunk of a car, gun show, or store, as if killing was encouraged. Mass shootings every day for sport or fame, our pettiness and politics and hormones. Unknowing in our infinite smallness that we're toys in the brain of the cosmos, indifferent to the egos that keep us alive and disillusioned. We send out signals for connection, hoping for answers we're unprepared to hear. Waywardly mobile, life funnels breath, electric current amplifies. Humans pray nearby with tribal understanding woven into a light sill. Cathedral windows power star worship, whittles heaven to fear, curl toward comfort. Every head is a planet across time zones and years, transporting to surrealistic planes, lines woven into media, burning injustice, stinging politics, shaming preachers, witnessing a cult of damnation, seeking bullets instead of love.
Stabbings of villains and fatal flawed heroes, losing its whiskey-soaked pages in the back seat under dusty memories of what I should have been, where I was drunk in sober life, longing for a buzz at Bukowski's San Pedro dream house, writing his mad and beat poems to the end of No Unglad Post Office Pension and cat lover mysticism, and his punch drunk of barfly, skid row, flophouse craziness, undone by death but never dying, where the clarity of smog-induced Sunset Boulevard call girl lust sings sweetly of soft inner thigh promise, where Miracle Mile tattooed legs and thought are cold in the youth of Echo Park's murky water, rowing Chinatown boats to groovy backlots at Paramount before rushing to the next sexual conquest, trying to find the perfect end line for my new spy novel. When purple evenings and mid-August moons woke me of cobblestone depression remedies with vodka-inspired early morning shots of Silver Lake Blue Doms, before shooting seas with the ghost of sad and stoic Clara Bow, angel now of no time silent film heaven, and my invisible love on nights when the streets were empty of women, where Chavez Ravine evictions and cries of no home Latino heart of Holy Mary became my drunken home team fans dodging of old sadness with ballpark beer, cheering Riot of Blue until Fernando came with his mythic screwball, throwing no-hitter pop-ups, shutting out all hate of gringo heart with his quiet ways, seeing the lie of countries like a vision suddenly widened, where I couldn't be a hippie and pet a stray dog's lonesome head without crying for eternity, and tears of noble failings drifting in high places, letting go of ancient hate, but haunting my own living body, seeking forgiveness from whores and whiskey, and penance and hangover mornings, not knowing where I was or how I got there. I got to get back to LA to remember the song of the prophets who sang to me over all lost years of drunken fucking in the cheap hotels of Santa Monica Boulevard Doom, Washington Shore, and the fancy beaches of Marina del Rey, where angels kept me warm, wrapped in rings of love, whispering that I was an angel too, fallen but not forgotten. For LA is the city of angels in truth, and only angels are there, living, breathing, walking the streets, making movies and playing baseball, selling tacos downtown, the best you can eat this side of heaven.
Jack had it bad. Kerouac dreams, Kerouac smile, beat attitude that took him far across this gray land. Lucid sky, cobalt manifest, rhyme, reason, lost all meaning, tasteless comfort blankets, the arid sky of Montana. A celestial panoramic view, nuclear age blues, cool sax blows, the poppy spirit knows there's a hunger in the addiction that never truly lets go. Disjointed, I cashed my bus ticket in. Looks like the end of the line for me. There was a sense of wonder that never came at the end of the rainbow. I walked around with my head in the ground. Them darn black rain clouds never too far in the sky, hanging like shadows, leaving a mark, a stain, another reminder of those days that never seem to go away. Not really. I whispered like whiskey, I need something to take the edge off. I followed the neon voice to a corner red onion splatter fence. Round after round, turning this town upside down, pushing my limit, never quite in it, I met a Jersey girl, a regular gin mill cowgirl, just down the road. maple walnut serenade that had this ice-cool jazz blues group on stage in a daze, playing in a rage, and I got it. Silent moments between the right man and woman could open the world like Pandora's box. Electric touch, not connected yet, could blow the fuses for miles around. People living in darkness, riding the clown, driving in circles with painted faces, painted smiles, dizzy without a grip on the here and now. Blackout bursting onto the scene, lost in thoughts, unaware, numb tonight, but not despair, it's there. The innocence in an infant's eyes holds more light and honesty, not yet touched by travesty, too young to be dumb, casualty of the ills that plague society. Destiny, fate, love, hate, I found myself caught in the orbit of a scarlet pinup queen with fuchsia eyes. Without even realizing what may or may not have just transpired, I felt my roots form neath my dusty shoes in some hole-in-the-wall joint underneath a great big sky. Was having a run. Thank you. And another. And another. For the road.
Hi, I'm Lesley Constable, and this is my poem, That Which Watches and Waits. Stick the fork in to see if it is done. It pierces that which was whole. The substance seeps from within to without, only if you flinch. Without this waiting, I am nothing. Suspended animation, my lot in life. The Black Panther there in front of me, there before me, considered not in form, but as symbol, the emblem of freedom, its stealth noted, integrity known that in the hold of its gaze, it would cool you, hold you steady, hold you cool and dark and certain, and cool you, the heated animal of you, look you in the eye, hold your gaze unflinching, and know you this deeply as it knows the insides of things that speak through the tail, that will twitch the time as it ponders you, then the flick, considering you anew, assessing. You know this, and still you wait, as does he watching you. And what would this be? What would this release be for you? For him, if the teeth broke flesh and punctured you, the fluid running and running out of you while the clouds above churn still, the clouds above churning still. You hold to your own, gripping as you never have, the action ready still in you and holding still just in case that which you know that will have you climbs up and up in you to a height at which you can see and you see. And if you are not careful, all the while you heed the gaze, you transform into something almost not. And if you look hard enough, we and you are transformed into that which you already know. And I stand before you, him, myself purely, waiting as I face the gaze, unblinking, ready for the what of it, this moment that might happen, the could of it, the would of it, to have you, climbs as myth, the danger of tooth and claw as myth, only if you flinch.
Of a living man. These are those who seek love as an act of war, their significant enemy, not their other. There are those who seek themselves in personal vendetta, castrating their minds with thoughts. He is not such a man, but he must exercise his demons in poetry. Thank you. Transformation piece. He realized one morning just before he awoke that he had the gift of peace. A look, a smile, a nod of appreciation, and that it took more guts to look a soldier in the eye, place a flower in the barrel of his rifle than it did to shoot him. He paused in his thoughts and realized we all have this gift of peace. Thank you very much. And Olga, thank you so much for inviting me here tonight. You are doing an incredible job. In Yiddish, we call it a mitzvah. So, thank you. Transformed warrior. In the warrens of the world's life barren and repugnant, I emerge the warrior. Where I once sought obliteration, I now seek harmony. Where I once delivered force, I now seek and deliver harmony. I am a warrior transformed twice. I am a warrior no longer fighting for justice and equivocation. I am a warrior without destruction, a tongue without flames. Who can seek my destiny? Who can deliver my integrity? I no longer seek to right wrongs, redress hate. I demonstrate love and passion when hate will no longer do. I am my own man. My own beingness shines to the world. I shirk the duties of the warrior and wear the integrity of the samurai newly defined. Thank you. This is called Please Let Me Dream. Please let me dream that all children smile and that they never go hungry and are never abused even in jest. Please let me dream that war was just a nightmare and I will wake up soon. Please let me dream that flowers never die. Please let me dream that when you kissed my cheek, I did not disappear. So I got to thinking, with all this incredible technology that we have available to us these days, why isn't there an application for peace, aka the Peace Act? To those that run the world into the ground, I hereby submit an application for peace. To those that run around in circles and declare the sky has fallen.
Silverfish-kissed skin sparkles like the scars that dance in my dehydrated eyes. Redundant tales of sadness tattoo my nightmares of opioid-saturated religions.
Claustrophobic flashbacks to tiny, mysterious rooms envelop me in cyclical chaos. Insect larvae begin crying from my orifices in rhythm with the pattern of my sobbing. Overdosing on the impatience of love, I propose our future heartbreaking separation. Parasitic fetuses kick and scream from my broken guts. Creatures spew forth angst. Eyes glowing like traumatic headlights, blurry with wear and tear, change from red to black. Drowning in the salt water of affairs of the heart, my soul rejects this cardiac retaliation. Jewels of sticky, putrid pus jewel like diamonds on my crooked, ritualistic digits. Little baby burden, you cry in your elaborate, elderly infancy. Your birth is soon expiring.
Hello, my name is Edward Currelley, and I'd like to thank Deborah Kilday and the National Beat Poetry Foundation for this opportunity to share my work with you. The work I'm about to read is called Hypothetical Universe. The universe gave birth to the stars and planets. Theoretically, the origin began by a series of cataclysmic eruptions in the great beyond, something we refer to as space, infinity. Universe as mother, or simply womb. Planets in infancy, like glass marbles tossed across asphalt. Beautiful embryos awaiting recipient in the miracle of life. A concept in all its complexities, shapes, and forms with one very basic objective: survival. It's been demonstrated in millions of instances how life bounces back. The tree or plant thought dead, bearing fruit and leaves the next season like unyielding mother. An animal in the wild, severely wounded, mending itself with only nature at its side. Millions of years, a nanosecond in time and space, prehistoric life is birthed from the ocean's womb. Grandchildren of universe, born to slither, crawl, and finally walk, traveling great distance to spawn and spread, exquisite, inquisitive entities yearning to learn, grow, ultimately evolving into innovative, self-sufficient creatures. We've learned to utilize raw materials for tools, weapons, and instruments of wonder and growth. We've also become reliant on one another as community and family. The rise from prehistoric culture to civilization in progress has turned. Access, greed, power, and supremacy have brought human beings to our present condition. Apparently, we've learned nothing of nature and a mother's will to survive. We have, under the auspices of advancement with blatant disregard for nature and its natural resources, have and continue to methodically drain the resources in abundance for instruments of convenience. Plant life, water, oil, all of nature's lifeblood abused. Human beings like a virus attacking an immune system. Wouldn't the earth as a living organism fight to sustain itself, protect itself as many and any living creature from disease? Perhaps the earth is trying to survive. This with no other choice than by destroying what has become an infection that threatens her very existence. A mother in nature will sacrifice one child to preserve the lives of all her children. Is that what the planet is doing? Curing itself? Self-preservation? A human being's Earth's virus? I wonder. Thank you.
Hello. Welcome. My name is Amelia Matus. My poem is called How Brilliant They Shine. She won't eat chocolate from any box of hearts this Valentine's, for no longer can she bear the many flavors love can startle with, even though she does so love. No suggestive sunshine lifts her brow. At dawn she pales, moved by wind chimes, quieted by awe and the intimacy of beautiful, even though she is so loved. She's not counting up the days, nor down the days, or on the days. She is not ascending nor descending, even though she loves with a verb. But she is placing flowers, delicate, deliberate. A quiet, sliding, slight swelling delivery into slants of sliding rain. And oh, how brilliant they shine. Thank you.
Hey y'all, this is Carlos Barrera, and this one's called Last Drink. Seeking in the mouth of darkness, feeble traces of a summer night, dear roads and old Camaros, sips the rain and inside. Marfa lights, G-string and candles, sips a jack to heal the madness. One more round, and I'm still sober. What a shame, this ain't over. Keep on pushing down the pedal, she keeps dancing, God almighty. This ain't gonna last forever, but the fever's passing slightly. Tedium forge and well desire, lace and chrome, so flesh and metal. Guess I'm living out of time, I'm not turning sentimental. Seeking light in those eyelashes, in the brimstone, in her fire. She's a long time late illusion, and I'm just her falsifier. One more dance, sweet child of darkness, bring the joy to those old days. You're the cure for all the sadness, hiding out in your disguise. Of a lone star G-string diva, teaching things that keep me alive. I don't plan to live forever. I just need an alibi. Thanks, y'all.
Hi, Carlo Parcelli here. I'm sorry I can't be in Connecticut this year. See all you guys. I'm just going to do a short monologue abridged from my infamous book of 2012, The Canaanite Gospel. I'm going to do Lazarus. What? For 10 quid, 2 extra days sealed to dark terror and desperate contortion, and me sister, his ma, the bloody little sadist quicker to the light after his conversion to the world plan, asks, where's me 12 quid? I says 10, he says 2 tugs for Wednesday and Thursday, and he missed the appointment. That's the kind of mate he was. A joke would leave a man in a dark hole. Saw the ghost of Judas Maccabee, did not know. And me all out to help me sisters, especially Miriam, what needs a new caravan, her shiftless son, crying poverty, yet spilling the state perfume at and culminate. So I says, the boy ain't raised right. What with Roman Treffin in your trench? And he don't talk to me at all like that, you fucking lushy. And I, son, we's about to come to blows. I ain't no spiel-lunking scabby what can be chased about by your fortune. So the boys at the pub ask, if he's resurrect, where the fuck is he? And what's prominently likely he stood around? So I say he's dead to me, the proper little prick, and try to juke a thimble about me own brush. What me fucking nephew's supposed to undone. What me too late for him to make me into another hole. Says I need to flow the legend and get me stood to drinks. Ma calculate to be in me cups until the second coming. Me would lie there 4 days, not the shit for bloke what drinks, but bloody pissed roll about me legs, while our little gingers eating rashers and hugging his Aunt Martha, who, certain as Abraham, don't want no kin, lush all know to suffocate. Course Joe, Joe weren't the daddy. Me sis having a taste for cockwaddle. So many in need of the knife nowadays, if you's asking. Emmanuel beside Abdi's, co-host for Sagittarium Pantera, the same what killed the lion in Sinai. But none of his brothers and sisters but twin Dayna. And that be the streak what Manny struck. Cast out, bitter of his blood pole, trained with Essenes and Shikari at Qumran and Palmyra, flirted with arms but for the odds, and styled his anger what's too humbly-mumbly to keep face to finish. So fuck me nephew, stole with his ma, and passion what temperance cannot slake, as us sainted temperate slake passion with booze. Thank you.